gotta say, that looks so inviting right now. Hey, I'm in the roller coaster section south of Harper's Ferry. It's about an 11-mile section of very hilly, rocky, up and down, just constant up and down, not high in elevation, but constant and rocky. And I got into it yesterday afternoon. We have another heat wave that started in yesterday. I believe today it's going to start working its way into the 80s. Into the hundreds. It's just past 9 in the morning. I set out early, and it is terribly, terribly hot and humid right now. So I'm stopping at every water hole and drink. Developed quite the chafing also in the high heat and humidity yesterday, and the ups and downs of the rocks. This area is just so rocky, and rocks just kill my feet after a while, after a long day. So, you know, I got 15 miles in, and there was a nice water source. Some hiker friends I know were camping there, and I decided to stop. I could have hiked on and got the extra about 4 miles to the next shelter, which would have made me a 19 miles. But why? I was in pain, and the chafing. My chafing didn't actually even completely heal last night like it normally does, so I made some other alterations in my hiking, and I'm pretty much pain-free at this moment anyways. But I got some humping to do in this rocky, featureless roller coaster. It's very noted. It's very noted to be challenging for what it is, but I am on track. I do a 15-mile day today or plus. I'll get out of the roller coaster, and it'll be a lot better. Get my miles back up in there, and the fact that I'm fresh in the day. I mean, it's just hot, stupid hot. So I just got to watch myself, keep hydrated, keep eating. I get to at least 15, and I'll be able to get to, because my goal is and once again, because I mailed my laptop, my bounce box, to the post office in Harper's Ferry. I need to get there before noon on Saturday. Well, they'll be closed, and then I won't be able to get it on Sunday, of course, and then Monday. And I'm hoping to upload this video. It was a short run. But I feel it was still a resupply to resupply. I want to keep in the contents of the way I'm doing it this year, and upload my video and from Harper's Ferry. And once I get a new guidebook, of course, so I can find out where the hell I'm going and what's ahead. I'm looking for about 130, 150 mile resupply point above, and that'll get me up into Pennsylvania quite well. Once I'm through Pennsylvania, we got New Jersey and getting on, and then we'll be heading east a lot and going around, wrapping around into New York and Connecticut, and then from there into Vermont. So got some great hiking ahead. I'm looking forward to the White Mountains, just coming out of the south real soon, at least across the Mason-Dixon line, for what that means. It's always cool by the water, so I'm taking a little break, trying to stay healthy, because you stay healthy, you can do this. Grueling, painful, and all that. Well, like they say in the Marine Corps, pain is weakness leaving the body, so, geez, I should be pretty strong. Some big woodpeckers, boy, doing some serious mining across this hole. What is this? Can't really tell it. But look at that. Really digging away. I tell you, this roller coaster is really kicking my behind. Just made it up top. Thankfully, all the dips down below. I say everyone has a water source, and I've been drinking a lot of water in this heat. I try to drink at least 10 to 12 liters a day, and you really need it. I'm soaking wet. And this whole hiking thing, I'm gonna sit down. This whole hiking thing, you know, it's all about, you know, hiking the AT is about scheduling short-term and long-term goals, about dedication and keeping with a plan, and be ready to change when the plan changes, which happens often. Like I said earlier, well, how about even yesterday, you know, I was going for 20, fell short, but I think it was the wise move. My feet were killing me, it was getting late. Take myself on into the night, I'll be in more pain than, you know, the next day, and I have some humping to do today. Wasn't going to get me out of the roller coaster, you know, regardless yesterday. But I just got to hunker down and keep rolling. And I'll get through this. It's only 11 miles. It's going to take me a bit, but I got to stay healthy. Got to stay hydrated. The shelter that I was going to camp by last night, I'll be coming up to that soon, and I'll stop for a water break and a snack. Don't really want to eat too heavy. Probably get some simple carbs, some fruit. I got some lovely pitted dates, and yeah, we'll take it from there. But yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's not gonna be easy to make my goal today, you know, with this. Got some steep humps, and it's the heat, and it's the heat index, the humidity, you know. And I saw it in the morning. It turned yesterday. Yesterday was tough, and today's gonna be even tougher. So, well, if it was easy, I guess everybody would be out here doing it. And you got to take the good with the bad. It's just the way it is, you know, in life in general. We must roll with the punches and take the good with the bad. And boy, this roller coaster, it kind of feels like somebody's, you know, idea of a sick joke. But it was really funny when I started in Georgia hiking, you know, and all the way Georgia and North Carolina, you know, people would come up to me, oh, just wait till you get to Virginia, it's all flat. That was a lie. That was a lie. And a lot of people said that. A lot of people said it to them too. So it's kind of like a running joke out here for us. Virginia is not flat. Not as high, obviously, as the Blue Ridge up, you know, in the Smokies and all. But let me tell you something. Mount Rogers and that whole area was gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Different geology, and that's different is good too. Breaks up the monotony. A lot of people say they're bored. I told them to walk backwards, you know, and they can pretend like they're southbounders, but they didn't think that was too funny. But I'm not bored. I'm tired. My feet hurt. But I'm having fun. I know you don't believe that, but I am. Boy, you know what they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Boy, I should be like Superman by now. At least immortal. But anywho, I plan on shooting video of Harper's Ferry, which will be breaking my protocol. I haven't shot any video so far of any towns, but I'm going to do Harper's Ferry. Going to mix a few things up in this this year of hiking the AT. Going to be interviewing some hikers, kind of get their perspective, and take it, you know, and have them just do their thing. So, got some cool stuff coming up. Remember last year, people who follow me, I was in storm after storm after storm. I was soaking wet all the time. I mean, I'm soaking wet every day from sweat. I mean, you're wet. That's one of the things. The only time you're dry if you sleep naked at night. If you're lucky. and that's about it. But yeah, I've missed storms. I put my rain jacket on once when it was coming down a little heavier than I wanted it to, and found shelter. And every other thunderstorm that rolled my way, I just happened to be at the right place at the right time, whether it be an awning in the Shenandoahs for a maintenance pump or whatever the heck. I was able to step at it. You know, it was just one of those things. And I was kind of lucky that way this year. But they're not as frequent or big as they were last year. But yeah, got some good stuff coming up. Trying to be more inventive, trying to keeping it fresh all the time. And but yeah, right now, boy, I'm grinding it out through this roller coaster here. And I'll get through it, and I'll be in Harper's Ferry in time, make my deadline. Just gotta really suck it up today. Today's crunch day, where I really gotta, you know, pull the clutch on this baby and come through at the end of the day and get my miles, no matter how late it will be, just so that I can have the confidence of getting to the post office in the morning, so I can keep my routine. I will be taking a 0 of hiking day on Sunday again, and enjoy the town. I hear it's a beautiful little town. It's a headquarters of the Appalachian Trail Conservancy, so I'll be going in there, taking my photograph, be interviewing the folks in there, and yeah, keeping it real, keeping it fresh. Puma Ghost Walker. Well, I just made it to the top of another peak on the roller coaster. Damn, it's hot. Yeah, the heat index is supposed to be 105 to 110 today. Obviously, it's going to be a little better here in the mountains. We're not really high, though. I don't think, even on peaks, we don't go any higher than 1,300 feet. I just stopped and had 4 liters of water at the last shelter, Sam. Gosh, my brain is cooked. Really need to keep an eye on heat exhaustion. Need to keep hydrated. I've drank, I might even beat my, it's 109. And I drank 7 liters of water already. I usually drink 10 to 12. And boy, these short little runs are steep and rocky. And the heat, you know, is really breaking my butt. But it's one of these moments. In order for me to keep with my program and keep with my schedule, got to get my laptop before the post office closes tomorrow at 12 on a Saturday. And I have to hike into the night. It's just one of those things, and it's the sacrifices that we make, you know, that, you know, help mold us and guide us, and I will sacrifice myself today, my energies, but be smart. Drink a lot of fluid, take breaks, and pace yourself. So I had a good lunch. I mixed it up with simple carbs, and even some proteins, which will help, you know, break down slowly and provide me with nutrients throughout the day. Took some ibuprofen. My feet feel good because I'm not pushing it. And but it'll make for a long day, though. It really is, but it'll pay off. I'm taking a 0 on Sunday. And it would be nice if the accommodations have a pool. The weather's supposed to break on Monday, and I'll be back out, you know, doing my thing with a new guidebook, and I'll actually know where the hell I'm going, because right now I'm winging it. I mean, I know I'm going north, and I know I'm going to Harper's Ferry, but hoo-wee, you know, I wonder if I look like crap, because I really do feel like it, but I'm doing it, and I'm doing it smartly as best I can. I mean, a lot of people would say stop and whatnot. It's going to Bear's Den. I will stop there. It's a little under 3 miles, I guess, now from here, and it's a hostel, 0.1, you know, 1/10 of a mile off the trail, and I will stop there, and then from there move on. I got a big day though, so just need to be smart about it. And I smell terrible. Just came down. It seems that it's remarkable and thankfully that every down in the roller coaster here has a water source. Must be some rich aquifer down here, because you know the mountain, I mean, we're only going, and we're going to the tops of every one, and they're no higher than 1,300 feet in elevation. But to have such a great flow like this on low mountains, it just says to me that it's an amazing, amazing aquifer. So here we have on Devilfish's backpack, we're both stopped here, and he seems to have this marvelous, look how gorgeous this baby is, and so many, and I know I've said this before, so many insects, you are drawn to the salts, the mineral salt from our sweat. And even butterflies, and you would think even honeybees, I have had honeybees drinking the sweat right off of my arm with their proboscis, you know, extended and just going back and forth like a mop. You know, so yes, even honeybees collect more than just the nectar and water and pollen for them to survive. And you think about it, all animals need salt. Salt is just one of those necessities of life. But this is absolutely gorgeous, and because it's just so busy itself feeding, that I'm able to get so close and present such these. I mean, normally these things are hard to photograph. They're just so active, going from flower to flower to flower. But with this amazing opportunity here to just shoot it, you know, forever and ever. I can't get too close or I'll lose the focus, but that is just so awesome. Thank you, butterfly. And still at the same watering hole, Devilfish moved on. Had to relocate that butterfly that was so busily enjoying the salts. And I had mentioned last year in my videos about the bugs. There's a lot of bugs, and boy, they're not shy about feeding on you. Even if it's just for your salt. I mean, bugs, and being in the salt water, I wonder, you know, some of them just hit and run. And sometimes I wonder if they're grabbing that sweat bead and able to grab it with their, hairy little legs and fly off with it. That would be interesting to capture that. But as you sit still, the bugs come and they feed on, they eat you, bite you, drink your blood, and take your sweat, lick your sweat, drink your sweat. If you have a bug phobia, you should hike the Appalachian Trail, because it could really help cure you of that, or bring you down deeper into it. So just wanted to say, it is incredibly hot. 2 o'clock. I say this is the hottest part of the day. It's cool down here by this running water. It's just amazing aquifer, you know, on these lower elevations, you know, in this little range here. I wouldn't even call them mountains, they're so bloody low. But anyways, I'm on liter number 9. I'm drinking, this will be my 9th liter. Of water coming up. Next big hump coming up, and then flatten out and up again. And I do believe that'll take me to the Den Hostel, 0.1, you know, or 1/10 of a mile off the trail. I'm going to stop in there and check it out, and drink and rest, and probably eat something, and move on. It's just, this is one of those days where you just got to suck it up, and I'm doing my best. My feet don't hurt, and that's really important for me to put in a long day. If I can keep my feet fresh and not in intense pain, you know, I can pull this baby off. But it's not going to be easy. It hasn't been easy. And well, for most of you that know that, yeah, I'm a U.S. Marine, and here it is, marine.com, or if you don't have the number on speed dial, it's 1-800-MARINES, in case you want to see a Marine or be one. Semper Fi. Do or die, we say, eh? Well, here we go. I'm gonna suck this baby down and get on. Making it up to the top. It's another hour. It's about 3:13 now. And I'm trying not to elevate my heart rate too much. I think I'm just traveling about a mile an hour, maybe a little more. It's getting really difficult. I'm coming up to, I believe, the Den Hostel. I had to stop though. My heart rate was just a little, I wasn't very comfortable with its level. So I thought I would stop and rest my pack on this boulder here, you know, behind me. I'm still on my back, but I've got the weight off of it. I'm rethinking some safe solutions here. No sense in me, yeah, really having biting off more than I could chew here. I'm gonna see if I can get a shuttle from Bear Den to get my laptop, my packages out of the post office and into where I'm going to be staying when I get into town, and then back here maybe I'll stay, video, do a little mini documentary about the Bear Den Hostel here, just 1/10 of a mile off the Appalachian Trail, or I guess I'm close enough to the Mason-Dixon line. I should start saying Appalachian Trail. My brain is cooked. I'm really pushing my limits here, so I need to be smart. Really would like another scenario would be just me sucking. I'm waiting to get my laptop on Monday. Well, I'm playing it by ear right now, but I had to stop, just like I had to stop yesterday evening after only 15 miles. It wasn't as hot as today though. So, holy smokes. Boy, it's hot. It's freaking unbelievably hot. Alright. I will make choices, and I will survive this. Boy. It doesn't get any realer than this, folks. Oh man. Let's move it. Cold shower and laundry sounds good. I really got some chafing issues. Hoo-wee. Living la vida loca, baby. I've slowed down to about a half a mile an hour, and my heart is racing, so I took my pack off. I'm close. So I stopped here for a rest. Just give me some time, and I'll move on. And hey, this is the way it is. It's been this way since I first stepped on the trail. You have all these plans and expectations, and as soon as you take that one step forward, man, everything changes. And it does, and you got to be ready to be flexible and to roll with it. And you just need to have the right gear and the right wherewithal to make the right choices and persevere and survive. And as you remember, I started in Springer with an 85-pound backpack, carrying my laptop, solar panel, and all the gadgets and gizmos to do a green rechargeable thing, and didn't work out. I kept making adjustments, and I'll make more adjustments. This heat is incredible, and this heat truly is amazing. boy has just knocked me down. I'll tell you. I had a hummingbird moth land on me this morning, though. And I thought I just saw one fly by, so I'm gonna rest. And let's take a look at that Den Hostel. Hey, you know me, Uma Ghost Walker. I probably look a lot better than when you, moments when you saw me last, on my last segment shoot. I made it here to Bear's Den, barely. It was a tough day, and everybody's coming in and everybody's looking beat like I did. It was, you know, it was just one of those survival things, so I made the right call. I won't get my laptop until Monday. I will just have to deal with things and post on Monday, and that's all there is to it. It's going to be hot all the way into the weekend, and I've got still some miles, and I'm not going to, you know, hurt myself and do stupid things just for the sake of, you know, saving a day, you know, here and there. So here we are at the Den Hostel. I'll be interviewing one of the caretakers, and in these upcoming segments I'll be interviewing hikers. I interviewed a ridge runner couple weeks ago and post that on the internet, and now we'll be doing this. So I want to keep it live, keep it fresh, keep it real. That's what we do here. So with that said, I think not to, you know, run up, I'm going to walk up the walkway and we'll see what we have here. Look at this. We'll get the information, but oh my gosh. Look at the stonework. It's like a castle, right? Isn't that amazing? What beautiful grounds. It's really gorgeous inside too. It truly is. Now we'll be interviewing Justin, actually, in a little bit. This is the front entrance, and I mean, holy smokes, right? And so we have some information here. Welcome to Bear's Den, of course, and with the lodging hours, and they have some trails. They have a trail center, nature center, and here's a bit of I would suggest, I'm not going to read this, but I'm going to hold it here, and you can pause the screen right here, and you could read this, but we'll get a lot of this information in our interview as well. But it's very comfortable. I think this is the nicest hostel that I have been to so far. It's really, really wonderful. The people are charming. The grounds are spectacular. And quite large, and I mean really, really, really friendly people here. I just met Vern, retired. He is the governing or overseer of this facility. Retired Air Force. We had personal conversation for a while. Wonderful. Another just wonderful human being. They have camping. People can. There's a woodchuck out there, right? Oh, I think. I do believe so. But look, little. Just people can spread out. You're not on top of each other, and just a spacious, beautiful home. It was built by a doctor in the in the 1930s, 1938, I do believe, but we'll get more detailed information, guest parking, and I believe over here is wonderful campsites for visitors. Looks like they have a garden over here, but what a spacious piece of property. Another woodchuck, it seems, or a rabbit. I can't really make it out, you know, but we just wanted to kind of, holy smokes, I'm not sure how about the acreage. We're going to find all that with our interview, but here's another trail, you know, that goes out and around. So the wonderful trees, that's pretty. And you know, for the campers, I'm sure we have our own bathroom in there, and hoo-ah, how cool is that? That first door on the left, that's the hostel area, and yeah, they offer up, you know, a hiker special with a pizza and Tom and Jerry's ice cream, a shower, and a laundry service for $27. But we'll get to all that. But it's a sweet deal, especially when it's, I believe Vern said in his car today it was 109. So it's just insane today, and more of that tomorrow. So again, we are here standing in front of the Bears Dens with the caretakers. Introduce yourself, please.
Hey, welcome to Bears Den Trail Center and Hostel. My name is Justin Deal Levine.
And I'm Patrice Steady Levine.
And we are the caretakers here at Bears Den. Bears Den is a 66-acre, 8,000 square foot building hiker hostel for hikers of all abilities and all genres. So if you're hiking a day or you're hiking the Appalachian Trail, we encourage folks to stop by and stay. We have 36 beds, we've got showers, we've got a computer, we've got a hiker box, and we've got a lot of great things to offer. We have a lot of food. We have the hiker special, which is $27.50. Bunk, shower, laundry, pizza, pint of Ben & Jerry's, and a soda.
And a soda. What a deal. And I mean, and just if I could just, you know, step in for a moment. I just got here. I mean, we had a heat wave today. The heat index was probably, you know, maybe above 100 or so. It was ridiculous. And this is like an oasis to me and many others. I can see the faces of everybody that showed up today, and they are thankful to be here. This, I would say, coming from Georgia, this is my favorite hostel.
Well, we like to call this the premier hiker hostel on the Appalachian
I believe,
Trail.
and I think that is well said.
Why don't you tell a little bit about the history?
Sure. It actually was somebody's summer home. A doctor from Washington, D.C. in 1932 to 33, he built this as a summer home for he and his wife and family. They kept it in the family for many years, and then in 1984, the Appalachian Trail Conservancy acquired the building, and they've owned it ever since, and now the Potomac Appalachian Trail Club manages the property. So both entities have a hand in here. Over the years, we've had many caretakers. Deal and I just took over in March. We Thru-Hike last summer, and we came across this property and very pleased with it, as everybody is. We were actually looking to get into the hostel business, and when we talked to the caretakers, they said that they were moving on, so they encouraged us to apply, which we did promptly.
And you got the position.
We got the position.
That is so awesome.
And so now we get to live through all the hikers that come through and hear their stories and meet great folks from all over the world.
So it's like we never left the trail.
It's like you're basically on the trail.
Yeah, we're 150 yards from the trail.
150 yards from the trail. I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing. When I was hiking to Woods Hole Hostel, I actually almost got lost. It was just so far away. I thought I was going the wrong way. But you know, it's another wonderful hostel. But you know, I'm going to put it out there, Puma Ghost Walker. This is my favorite hostel, and I've seen many from Georgia.
Well, let's see what you say in the morning.
Yeah. After a good night's sleep and your ice cream, I think you'll be all right.
I'm gonna have ice cream in just a moment. I needed my body to just adjust from. I mean, I was borderline heat exhaustion when I showed up here. My hike had slowed down to a half a mile an hour. I barely made it. I mean, I was supposed to. We have two celebrity authors here that just showed up, who wrote the book Soulmates, and they just came in here. And are you going to get your book signed?
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking about it. Yeah.
I would.
If they wouldn't mind.
I think they would be delighted to sign the book for you. I think that is awesome, and it would be a wonderful showpiece here, you know, for your collection and for the hostel itself.
So what we call this is the castle in the woods, and you said it right. It's kind of like an oasis, and when people come off the trail and they see this, they are really floored. They cannot believe it. And then when you walk inside and you see all the amenities that we have, from hot showers to beds with linens on it, or a cold shower today, beds with linens on it, clothes for you to wear, clean clothes, laundry, pizza, soda, Gatorade, ice cream, and the best thing is just camaraderie and everyone getting together and talking to each other
And
here.
having a lot of space to hang out. It's like a home. And that's what
like
we
a
encourage.
It is, and I was, when I was walking the grounds and shooting the preliminary video with me just going through the grounds before our interview here, and I was just saying how amazing this is. And my favorite hostel before I came here was Standing Bear Farm, but it's a wonderful place in itself. But this is truly a treat. And I mean, when I came up here, I was borderline, you know, heat exhaustion, and it was almost like a dream. Like, oh my gosh, it's like a castle. It wasn't anything like I had envisioned a hostel to be when I came, in the big stone wall coming up to it, and then to see the property itself is, what a delight, what an oasis. I mean, on the top of a mountain. Is this a named area?
It was the town of Bluemont, and the hostel it's on Bears Den Overlook, Bears Den Rock.
Bears Den, okay.
And it's basically right in the middle of the 13.5-mile roller coaster.
Yes, it is.
So, you know, it's a great place for people to come. It's the castle in the woods.
Yes, it is. It is. What? I thank you very much for your time.
Good.
And this is just a new segue of me documenting my hike of the Appalachian Trail. Is that before this, I hadn't shot any video off of the trail, but I want to mix it up and keep it fresh, and I want to start interviewing hikers. I did interview a ridge runner named Regina down south right before I got into the Shenandoahs, but I think that this is, you know, she's very close here, and I decided that, you know, I'm going to look for new and exciting ways to show the Appalachian Trail, and this, I think, this is what I was looking for.
Great.
Something fun, a treat, and it really is.
Good.
Like we all agree, an oasis for tired and hungry, you know, hikers, especially on a day like today that was just ridiculously hot for June. Don't forget, it is still June.
Yep.
This is true.
All right.
Well, good.